Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 10th. A few notes for you for African American history class to get you going for today. First off, this will be super important for you every class period or every time you show up for African American history, and I assume most classes will be doing the same thing, though that may not be true for some, but I believe most of them will. There's a new attendance check-in procedure. I've put the link down below in this announcement, and it provides step-by-step instructions on how you're going to check in. You have the entire class period in order to get your check-in done. So instead of having just the first 15 or 20 minutes of class like we've done this first week, this will give you the entire class period. However, you must check in for the period during the class period, scheduled class period for this class, which is anytime between 11:55 and 1:40. Before that period, you won't be able to check in. After that period, you're not going to be able to check in. What that will do is automatically mark you present in focus. I have to add this note though. If we've been told by the administration, the front office, if you're simply checking in but then not ever turning in work or participating in the class in any other way, first off, you're not going to do well in the class. But secondly, we've been instructed to adjust your attendance to indicate that you're not really present, you're just checking in. So while everything else remains the same, and as I've mentioned before, in most cases, you can do your assignments outside of the block of time scheduled for this class, if you have to, or unless I put a time frame on a particular assignment like I did for the quiz earlier in the week. Then everything else stays the same. So make sure you begin with that check-in process beginning today, okay? Again, you have until the end of the class period to do it. There's a link entitled DA Check-In PDF right down below, and it should be pretty easy to get that done. You don't even have to log into Canvas to get that done. You do it straight through ClassLink. All right, so I mentioned the quiz from earlier this week. Guys, don't stress out. I got a few messages about the quiz. This first week, as I told you, I just got the material for this class at the end of last week. So I'm still kind of weeding through a bunch of it. However, we've got this ball rolling now, and so we're going to keep it going. This first unit is kind of a practice unit for us, right? So if you didn't do well on the quiz or you didn't do as well as you want to do on the quiz, don't sweat it. It's not going to be a big knock on your grade, okay? You'll have lots of time to make sure your grade is a really good grade for this class. One of the things I did on the quiz, and I think I'll probably do from this point out, is allow you multiple chances on the quiz. I'm still kind of learning what Canvas looks like from your side, and so if you have multiple choices on a quiz, I mean not multiple choices, but multiple chances to take the quiz, that's indicated in the quiz. So for instance, if I take the quiz and it's 20 questions or 40 questions, it doesn't matter. If I take the quiz through one time and I'm like, I didn't really know some of the material, I can go back in to the material, review it again, the readings and so forth, and then come back and take the quiz a second time. Okay, and the higher of the two grades will be the one that I take. I think earlier this week I gave you 3 opportunities. So really you could have gone in, taken the quiz, found out what information you needed to look more into, go back into the module, come back and take the quiz, and even take it a third time if you thought it was necessary. So pay close attention to every detail in each of the assignments at each of the quizzes, okay? I'm not standing in front of you in a classroom to constantly remind you of these things. So you have to be really pay close attention to detail on everything you're doing so that you make sure you're not missing some important instruction or direction that could affect your grade. Okay? Hopefully you've come here first. Hopefully you're getting that attendance check-in done. Take a look next at the assignments that I'll put up for today. We're kind of starting out a little bit. It shouldn't be a very heavy workload for you, and so if that's how you're finding it, that's exactly how it's intended. Okay, so until I see you guys. Oh, one more note. I'm still going to maintain the open Zoom sessions. So today I'll be in open Zoom meeting from 12 noon to 12:30. Okay, so feel free to pop in there. A bunch of you have done that previously, and that seems to be working kind of like I intended. So it's kind of like open office hours for you to come in, ask questions. It's not mandatory, but it's certainly there in case you need it. All right. Well, hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.